Louisiana expands its Fortify Roof program.
Sabrina Wilson reports the program will get millions more in funding and thousands more homeowners will benefit.
Monday marks the start of the 2026 Atlantic hurricane season, and Louisiana is pushing for more homeowners to harden their roofs.
The one thing that we have seen in the data is that when homeowners put a fortified roof on their homes, and when a critical mass of those homes in a geographical area are all fortified, insurance rates, property insurance rates drop.
Governor Jeff Landry and Insurance Commissioner Tim Temple announced an expansion of Louisiana's Fortify Homes program, which provides grants to homeowners to install certified fortified roofs.
When homes are stronger, we see fewer losses. When we see fewer losses, we see fewer claims. And when we see fewer claims over time, that leads to more affordability. It allows insurance companies to get more competitive.
Through legislation, the grant program will get millions more.
The additional $50 million going to the program represents a giant boost to the program. That's going to bring an additional 3,000 grants to homeowners.
The money is coming from excess funds Louisiana Citizens has related to Hurricane Katrina related debt.
Citizens has managed this debt. Citizens has renegotiated the interest on the bonds, achieved savings on behalf of Louisiana taxpayers and policyholders. The result has been approximately $64 million in additional funds, excess funds.
Temple says the program is expanding beyond monetarily.
We continue to build on the progress already made to ensure the program reaches even more Louisiana residents who face elevated storm risk by expanding the eligibility from Louisiana's coastal zone to now include parishes that fall within the 130-mile-an-hour wind zone.
The next lottery for the grants starts soon.
The next phase of that effort. Registration for the next round of the Louisiana Fortified Homes program will go live Monday, June 1st at 8 a.m., and it will remain open until 5 p.m. June 19th. That's going to bring an additional 3,000 grants to homeowners.
And following their comments here at the state capitol, the governor signed the legislation into law related to the increased funding for the program. Governor Landry and Tim Temple say insurance reforms made by the legislature in recent years are working. At the state capitol, I'm Sabrina Wilson, Fox 8 Local First. Back to you.